You are.
Good morning, 5-star. We are here with another edition of the 10,000 Club live stream. And we are here viewing or with you today from Lansing branch office today.
Yay.
Yay. And I'm with Cindy Beckwith and Christine Helleberger. We are all in the same building, different areas. So
Yeah.
there's a lot
So
going
bear
on
with
today.
us.
Yeah. So good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Kim, we're glad to have you in Lansing, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's good to be here. We're going to have do our live stream, and then we are having a live workshop with Loop 101 today. So I'm looking forward to not only just teaching, but also to interact with a lot of the agents here today. So it's going to be a fun day, right?
It sure is. If anybody's near the Lansing office on Showtime, 2417 Showtime, stop over for the Loop. We have the awesome, famous Kim Anderson teaching. So we're all going to learn.
Yeah. And welcome, Christine.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Great. So today we are talking about practicing your craft or perfecting your craft. And we just want to, and we brought Christine in to share a little bit about what she does to stay on top of her business, and just share some secrets with you today, some of the best practices that we all have. And so Cindy, tell us what you do every day. What does your day look like? Okay.
Well, Kim knows I'm kind of like a wind-up toy. I kind of wake up on the ground running. I like to start out my day, obviously, with something positive and all that. But I also like to have a plan. So I make a list. I can be very forgetful. I get pulled in all kinds of directions like everybody else does. And I really feel that I don't want to miss those little things that how you can connect with your clients. I mean, things like if it's their birthday, or you told them you call them, or you saw that, you're in a store and you know that you were just with one of your buyers and she mentioned, oh my gosh, I like your sweater or whatever, calling her and saying, hey, I found this and all that. Just those little things and that make a difference. And I know, Christine, you are the master at that.
Well, thank you. I have good teachers.
So Christine, you've been in the business how long now?
About a year and a half.
Okay, and you've had some good transactions and good business, right?
Yes, it's gone very well. I think it's just being in front of people has been fantastic. And
okay.
I think there's obstacles with everything that we're doing, but it's pretty much just being a people person and solving problems as you go along.
Okay. So tell us, what have you done to build your business? What do you do every day to stay on top of your business? What are your habits every day? What do you do?
Every day I try to give my clients a call, and if I've closed on something recently within the last month, I try to follow up with them to make sure everything's gone well as they moved in or moved out. I also send the birthday cards or the anniversary cards, even the anniversary cards of when we've sold their house, kind of being in front of them again, but also reaching out to my support team. You guys, if I have questions, I'm constantly calling Cindy or Tracy or someone to just give me that motivation or the answers to my questions, plugging into all of that 5-star has to offer, which is amazing. I don't think that there's a time that you can't get onto 5-star and get some help or meet a bunch of people that are doing the same thing as you're doing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's nice to get around agents, to kind of talk about, sometimes you get insight. I mean, just like today, we're having the Loop class, and you just learn so much. And I think that's what's so great about 5-star, the education, the things that they offer, from the coffee hours to the classes, the educational site, the get-togethers, things like that. It really makes a difference, and it helps you be a part of it. When you feel like you're a part of it, I think you're more motivated. Plus, you can find out. Christine and I were talking last night about one of her transactions. I give her a lot of credit because she doesn't get discouraged. I really think everything's about attitude. And we laugh. I mean, she calls me and I'm like, okay, Christine, what's going on today? And, but she's a pro. So she doesn't look for excuses. She looks for solutions. So she utilizes, broker support and calls. And I always tell people, don't be afraid to pick up the phone, call. If you have a question, I call Kim all the time. Kim, would you do this? And I so appreciate it, because you don't ever want to feel like you can't call somebody or you can't ask a question, because there is no dumb question in real estate. Every transaction is different. And
yeah. And you said something about coffee hours and connecting, and in today's technology, we have a lot of virtual opportunities, but we're finding that our coffee hours are gaining momentum. Our workshops are gaining momentum because we're still have a need for human connection, right?
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Yesterday we had our coffee hour in Portage yesterday, and it was so nice to see many of the new agents who have come in the last couple of months who haven't had a chance to connect with others. And we did an introduction, and some of these agents have been working in the field together through different companies, but maybe they haven't connected yet through 5-star. So it was really nice to have them all in the same room yesterday. And I think, one of the things that we hear is that this is a lonely business. And so we want to share with you, it doesn't have to be lonely, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, not at all. And so it's just really important. We are having these workshops and these coffee hours so that you'll come out and join us, and we have a chance to get to know you. We want to hear from you, get to know other agents as well, right? And
Absolutely.
Well, one of the things is energy is contagious. So I drove in from Portage this morning from Kalamazoo, and I've been on the road dealing with construction, trying to find my bearings, and in comes Cindy Beckwith, like this joy,
doing my
right?
kickboxing.
She does a kickboxing, and you can't help but be energized, right? The minute you're around somebody else. And so it's so important that we do connect with others, and just keep positive momentum, especially now through the months as the market goes into winter, right? Yep. And to be able to have, positive influence as we hear all the things that are going on in this market, right?
Yeah.
I would take it a step farther. And if you're a new agent, not just getting connected, show up. And even, for instance, when we go to some of the coffee hours, people show up, but they're not willing to talk to people or not willing to put it out there. That's how you get referrals. You introduce yourself to the different people. You find the agents that are in different areas. So don't just go to coffee hour that's in your area. Go to the other coffee hours, because that's where you get the referrals. That's how you get to know the people that you're working with. And I think even we have our Christmas party coming up. Go to the Christmas party. Don't not go, but also take yourself out of your comfort zone and introduce yourself to everybody. Don't just stand in one spot. Introduce yourself to everybody. We're all here working together, and 5-star is a great team that motivates everybody, but you have to take the initiative to also introduce yourself and be the person that is in the action.
Yeah, very well said. Well, Christine, I remember, I had my 1 year, I've been at 5-star 1 year yesterday. And I went to the Christmas party, and Christine was one of the first people I met at 5-star. She was taking me all over the place. Hey, this is Cindy Beckwith. This is, I loved it. It was fantastic, but you're right. And it's good practice, just if you're kind of shy and all that, we get it, it's just say hi to one person or two people, just make it a goal. I'm going to talk to or connect with a couple people a day. It doesn't have to be, and don't compare yourself either.
Right. And we take that into our business every day, right? Like, we want you to connect within the company and then be connecting with others outside the company. And a few things that you can do. And Christine, I wonder if you did any of this. We know you've connected with many agents. You're very outgoing, very friendly. Did you ever ask other agents about hosting an open house for them or working with their overflow buyers? Did you take any of those steps?
I have done some open houses for other agents. Not a lot of success in it, but I have made a few contacts. with it. It's also nice because later on down the road, I've had referrals from that agent that I went into their open house for them. You know, if they had another client that maybe was in the Lansing area, and so they sent it over to me. So I kind of help people, and also on Connect where they're asking for help, jump in and help. You know, put your name down, and even if you have to drive an hour, say, hey, yeah, I'm fine with showing that house for you. I'm available tonight. That also just gives you the experience and the help to know more people. It's just a people's game.
Yeah,
you're right. Exactly. It's a people business. You got to talk to people. You're going to grow your business by talking to people.
Sure. And this is a good time of year. For some, for me, my business is ramping up right now, things that I've been working on for months and months. So this is about practicing your craft. I've been practicing it all daily, but especially since spring, and a lot of it didn't come together, but it is now. And I was talking to another agent yesterday, and she's super busy right now. So as we talk about a lot, what you did yesterday is what's going to be your business today.
Yeah.
And so it's really important to never let your foot off the gas. And sometimes by the time October, November comes, we just want a break. So take a small break, refresh, relax for a minute, but stay connected. And as we're mid-October right now, we're headed to the holidays. Holidays are a really good time to connect with people that you don't see all year, right?
They are. They are. Who doesn't want to talk about real estate?
Right.
And if you feel like you're having a little lull, do something a little out of the box, or if I get a couple minutes, I'll send out a couple cards to clients. Just, hi, how you doing? It's good for me because I actually did something. But the other thing is when they get that, a lot of people don't send cards anymore. I love cards. I think it's like somebody took the time to sit down, write a card, and actually mail it through the post office,
Right.
I think opening a card and that and just saying, hey, oh my gosh, send you back with, because you really don't know who they're going to run into that day or that week. And that will keep your name in their memory too.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just, send a text. I'll write some cards, on a regular basis, whatever's on my mind, I'll write a card. And then sometimes I'll just say, hey friend, I was thinking about you today, right? Just open up the conversation, and just saying, hey, how are you? I was thinking about you, wanted to say hi. And those are really easy ways for you to connect with people. Yeah. It's not, hey, do you want to buy or sell? It's, hey, I was thinking about you, right?
Hey, I'm a realtor. Buy from me. No.
Yeah.
No, you can do it in a regular conversation. It doesn't have to be, and you really have to, do it to what your personality is. The way Christine would say it, I probably say it a little bit different because we're a little bit, we're kind of same personality, Christine, but don't worry about trying to be somebody else.
Right.
I think that's what I did when early on in real estate. I just kept comparing. I was just so impressed with all these agents and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Well, then I couldn't get my mind to turn off. I was just, I just kept going and going. So I think that not comparing yourself and maybe just taking a few things and learning that, I'm trying to get better at organizing. I take that from Kim. Oh my gosh. I learned so much. And Christine, I had a closing with Christine. Oh my gosh. I walked in, it was my favorite closing of all time. She had it set up as a Hawaiian theme.
Oh,
it was
wow.
the most fun. I mean, she had little plastic glasses we could take. What do you call those? Nice. The flower thing?
The lays.
Yep. Honestly, it was the best closing I ever had in my whole career. Wow. It was fun.
That's super fun.
And we had to find a building to close in. So we actually closed in her husband's building. So you do what you got to do. You just, that's what Christine, your attitude is just so phenomenal because like I said, she doesn't make excuses. And I think we all probably have to get better at that.
Yeah. And I like that you took an extra step, made it fun. You thought out of the box. I think that's absolutely amazing that you're making the closing, not just about let's get this over with and get a paycheck, but wow, let's celebrate. I think that's absolutely phenomenal.
It's a memory. I mean, those clients will never forget. I know I won't forget that closing. I could never copy that.
Have everyone with their lays and their.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We took a picture of the stuff. We never really took one with everybody with it, but it was fun.
It was.
And send people. They were moving to Florida, so it was a good way to send them off.
Oh wow. Yeah. That's really fun. Yeah, that's fun. And real estate can be a very stressful business at times, and I like that you're making it fun because you're enjoying the journey along the way. And I really like how that's an amazing idea, how you think out of the box, right?
Well, and I think 5-star allows us to, and that's part of the attraction to 5-star is that you can do your own business, represent yourself well, but do your own business while you're doing it. And so I think 5-star really hones in on us being positive towards each other and uplifting and just shows good leadership towards us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we know 5-star is all about the agents. I mean, they truly care about the agent, but also want them to succeed and give us an environment where we can craft our own business the way that we want to, with the backing of 5-star, and have utilize all the tools and support and everything. It's a phenomenal business model, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's amazing. Is there anything else that either of you want to share that you do that it's just second nature to you, but you're actually practicing your business every day? It may even be on autopilot because you've done it, Cindy, for so long, or things, Christine, that you're doing to stay engaged, stay, top of mind, just to stay in the ball game, not just go into coast mode for a few months and hope for the best when the spring market gets here.
Yeah, I don't ever go in coast mode. The thing that attracted me to real estate, I mean, maybe I should, or less coffee. But the thing that attracted me to real estate was I was in charge of me. I could control what I did, but I could also do it according to who I am. And, if I tell somebody I'm going to do something, I sure the heck don't not want to do it. That's important to me, very important. So if I tell a client I'm going to call them or I'm going to get back with them, I'm going to do that. So I try to do that, Kim, as early in the day as possible, because as you know, you get pulled in all kinds of directions. And I don't want to tell an agent I'm not going to get back with them. I actually had a client, she didn't get back with me till late last night, and I would have texted her or called her. I fell asleep. So I before I called you, Christine, I called her and oh, sorry, someone's at the door. And I called her and let her know, hey, I'm so sorry. So we had a conversation. I apologize. I'm going to have to let somebody in the building.
Okay. Well,
I took it as I take my business a little bit differently. I was a stay-at-home mom for 20 years, and I feel like it was just my next step of I wanted to find out what I was made of, but I didn't want to take it on as a full-time job either. So I do it, but I also do, the days with my grandson. I do the things with my family as well. So I try to keep it in perspective a little bit differently. But I'm always trying to meet new people, always, and trying to reach out to the ones that I already do know, my friends, and doing things with my friends and trying to talk to them. They always ask, hey, what's going on with your business or whatever. And so just keeping it on top of everybody's mind, but you're also asking them, how are they doing? How is your business going? And you know what? And the other thing is a lot of my friends have their own small businesses. So I try to also incorporate, one of them did some gift baskets because they're doing a cleaning business. So I bought a few of those to give to my clients for gifts. Or one of my friends has a son that was building cutting boards. So I bought one of those for a client that we were closing on, trying to support smaller business too, because they're going to be a referral to you as well. When you're reaching out and you're supporting their small business, they're going to reach out and support your small business. So.
Yeah, I love that, Christine. Yeah.
Great advice. Great advice. Well, we hope that everyone is encouraged today from our talk with you today. We really want to encourage you to, stay engaged, continue to work your craft even in the off months, because this is what you do today is what your spring market's going to be. Just continue to connect with people. As we talked about, holidays are a great time to reconnect with people, and just continue practicing your craft and connect with the other agents. That's what we're here for. Jump into some live streams, do some education, connect with agents, ask them if they need an open house, or any way that you can to keep yourself, involved with other people and other agents, because it is contagious, right? I love to be around people who are contagious in a positive way, because I feel really good. And so we just really want to encourage you today to, make sure that reach out to an agent. And it might feel awkward, like, hey, I see you in Connect all the time. I'd love to meet you. You want to have coffee, just, engage with somebody else.
Yeah. And remember, the winter market, people are still looking to buy or sell, and you don't have to, you don't have to take off your business or anything. Keep at it, because and just like Kim was saying, it's busy now. It's October. Yeah. And so connect with all of us at 5-Star. We would just love to meet you at a coffee hour, or help you, call us. Don't be afraid to.
I think too, telling people no question is a bad question. So call Tracy, call Kim, call Cindy, and that also builds your relationship with them. And then, then you feel more comfortable. And then when you are having a bad day or something does go seriously wrong, you have that connection to call.
Yeah, for sure. And try to have a closing with Christine, so you can have a fun closing like I had.
I'm going to start selling over here.
I know, for sure. There's perks, Kim.
Yes. Well, we appreciate Christine being with us today. It's always good to be with both of you, and we're going to be together for the rest of the day, right? So
Loop, come on down, Lansing office.
Yes, we're going to start that at 11, right? 11 o'clock, I think.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, everyone have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Looks like it's going to be a nice sunny day. So we'll talk to everyone soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. See ya.
Thanks,
Bye.
Christine. Thanks, Kim.
Thanks, Christine. Bye.
Bye, everybody.